So we are frequently asked what are the best ways to start trading. But more important than that, and in fact more frequently than that, we are also asked that which are the most common mistakes which people make while trading. The presumption, of course, is that if you don't make those mistakes, then you would do well on that. So if I was to quickly count to you, the first one which comes to mind, of course, is, and I think that is the most important one, is trading with money which you cannot afford to lose. Now, when you get into trading, you could be trading by just buying delivery today and selling it off tomorrow, or you could be trading in futures and options. In either case, you should not be trading with money which you can't afford to lose, because assets actually don't have prices. There have been instances where equity shares with a very low price have gone several times up, and there are equal number of cases where shares which are very high priced and due to some reason the prices have fallen significantly and frequently to numbers which you would have never thought of. So trading with money which you can't afford to lose is a big no-no. And the second thing is words like hope, wish, pray. So what happens is that you take a position, you buy something, and then you just cross your fingers and you say, I hope it goes up. And that's not the best way to be in the market, in any market, in fact. So these are words which should not be driving the way you trade on the markets. The third, of course, is not acting on a plan. So when you get into these markets, it's best to have a clear plan. Am I here for trading or am I here for investment? If you are here for investment and you say that my horizon, for example, is 1 year, then it should not be that you bought today and then the price goes up by 2% and then you want to sell out. Because you've done your homework, you know why you're buying the script, and if you're planning to hold it for a year, that is what you should be looking at, unless there is some significant change in the fundamental news or information which you have. The next one, of course, is not knowing how to get out of a losing trade. Now, this might seem a bit opposite of what I just told you in the previous point, but it is actually not. Which is that you buy something and then you start losing money on it, and you must have a stop loss in place. So you buy something at 100 rupees, you can say that, okay, my target is 140, but my target on the downside, if it falls below 100, for example, is 90. It cannot be that you say that I bought it at 100 and the price becomes 50 and there is no stop loss and you just keep waiting, because 50 is not going to become 140, and that's a very unlikely situation. So just as you would have a target for a profit, you should equally have a target which will cut your losses. And while you are doing that, you have to make sure that, which is a mistake which a lot of traders actually make, is having an ego. This is a market, it does not respect anybody's ego. And if you have an ego, you could easily fall foul and get into serious losses. So for example, there are people who will say that, I lost money in this script and I'm going to make it back only by trading in the same script. Don't do that. Just make the right decisions. Make the decisions which come naturally to you, which is, I should not be having an ego in the market. I should simply try to buy the best stock which can have the best fundamentals and possibly the best technicals, and you have a real reason to buy that script. Another mistake which is made is falling in love with a sector or script. So people frequently are like, I feel comfortable with this sector or I feel comfortable with this script. The reasons which are driving your investment decision should be made based on something which is more solid than that. So it has to be, like we said, fundamentals, the way the company is doing. Is it a leader in the sector which it is in? These are some of the things we should ask, followed by, what is the PE ratio? What are the earnings of the company? How does it look in future? And that is what should drive your investment decision. And last but not the least is fighting against the tide. If you're a trader, then try and go with the tide. There are times, for example, where you'll see where the market is sliding, and it's very difficult to time the market. You cannot say that, the markets are sliding. I'm going to now say, right now, if I buy, the markets are going to turn back right from here. And if that happens, consider yourself lucky, nothing else. It is not a judgment. So try not to fight against the tide. Go with the tide if you're trading. And if you follow these 7 or 8 points which I have said, then I think the most common mistakes which are there in trading will be avoided by you, and you could well have a happy trading